Come on and join my band. Stand it up for freedom and liberty, yeah.
So, Marty, just tell me a little bit about yourself first. And by that I mean, you've got some money, right?
I am a very well-paid person, as is my husband. In a good year, when we're both working, we make about $250,000 a year.
Judy, tell me a little bit about yourself. You inherited a fair amount of money, correct?
Correct.
And you think you should be paying more taxes?
I think we should be paying more taxes.
I am paying a smaller percentage of my income in taxes than the grocery store clerks at Thriftway. I think I should be asked to pay more.
You can't understand, though, how there'd be people out there looking at this going, this woman's loopy.
Well, I'm not asking that poor people pay more taxes or even that folks in the middle pay more taxes. I am only asking that folks with a great deal of income, people like me and people who have much more than I do, pay our fair share.
You think that all people who are as well off as you should be paying more taxes?
I do think we should change the tax structure so that those who have can pay a higher rate.
What about just paying extra? Send the government more than they ask.
That'd be just fine. Except it would still be true that someone making an income that is just enough is going to be paying a higher percentage, whittling away their ability to have groceries and housing and health care for their families.
This year, we had a $6,052 tax cut thanks to the Bush-era tax cuts that we were perfectly capable of paying, and I would have been happy to pay in order to close the deficit.
So what's to keep you from just writing a check to Uncle Sam and saying, here, I'm not paying enough, take this extra few grand?
Right. I can tell you that my $6,052 isn't going to do much against the $13 trillion deficit that this country is now carrying, the national debt. And it's going to take a systemic solution. If we leave it up to the whims of a few people, then that's not democratic, and it isn't going to work to close the gap.
If my community has people in it who have no hope and no strong base of believing that they can do better, then I think I am diminished and I am less safe.
So what do most people say when you tell them you want to see taxes raised, on you at least?
Well, it depends sort of where they are in this picture. They grin. But, for folks who are hardly getting by, they just say, yeah, that makes sense to me.
What's your message to other, for lack of a better word, rich people out there?
Recognize that no matter how hard you work, you didn't do it by yourself. None of us does. And be grateful and realize there is enough. And there are ways to share it. Taxes are one of them.
So you're not as crazy as people might think?
That's right. I'm not quite as crazy as people might think.
You know what would make me laugh? If you got audited. You want to pay more taxes, what if you got audited? That'd be hilarious.
But you know what? I bet I'd come out looking like a rose on the other side.